Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily, Tuesday training. It's Des here, of course. Just out again, catching the last bit of daylight like I like to at the moment. It's really important to do that, isn't it? Keep advising if you can to get out there, make the most of the daytime, even if you're really busy. 10-15 minutes during the day at lunchtime with your sandwiches. It's so important. And I think it is, to be honest. I was thinking back to this time last week and how I was feeling. And of course I was feeling a bit drab. I was feeling a bit sort of at odds with myself. Not feeling fantastic about the things I was doing. And there was no real reason, but kind of mentioned last week, perhaps had a little bit too much to drink, which didn't help. But I think one of the key things as well, despite the fact it all came back together whilst I was running in the evening, I think one of the key things was not getting out enough during the day. And as the week went on, I started to realise that, and I got out during the day and and started feeling fantastic about what I was doing, and I still am, to be honest. So it really did the trick, just getting out a couple of times, making the most of the blue skies. It's great, of course. We all know the benefits of vitamin D, on a mood, on a mental health, and on building up immunity to illness. It's the best way of getting it. Get out, get active, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Of course, tonight we've got the solidarity session, so I'm already thinking about that. I want to encourage you guys to join us, to take part at 6:30 in whichever activity you choose, whether it's running or walking yourself. It's just important to get out there. Knowing the guys are out at the same time does the trick. And whilst it will be a little dark, of course lots of people are busy during the day, whilst it will be a little dark, it's still so important to get out there and get active and be part of that team. I've been talking about that so much, and the reason I've been talking about that is because Christmas is coming, isn't it? Part of the big appeal of Christmas, not just the day itself, but is everything that comes with it, the build up, catching up with people, celebrating the year gone by, Christmas parties, all these such things. And unfortunately this year it's not going to be the same. There's no point trying to pretend it is, because it isn't. For a small window we can see small groups of a family, but that's all it is. It's a 5-day period, and we're missing out on all that build up. I was talking to Kay yesterday saying, doesn't feel like Christmas, does it? And whilst we probably say that every year, it just seems to be, because there's no parties, there's no pubs, there's nowhere to go, and do the things we'd normally do. It just feels like it's going to be a bit of an anticlimax. Don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that time, but it's the situation as it is, isn't it? What I'm trying to do in the meantime is make the most of the things I can. So the solidarity session, it's an opportunity, even though it's virtual, to get together, to do something really positive. Look on it as a mini virtual running Christmas party. We've got another one next week, of course, on Tuesday. So I'll be really encouraging that. I'll be really pushing you to get out there at 6:30. If you can't make 6:30 this week, that's no problem. The important thing is getting out there. If you can't get out there at 6:30, if you can get out there in the daylight, that's brilliant, isn't it? Because that ticks more than one box. But next week, if we can, 6:30, everybody out, people who've taken part in this community, people who've taken part in the activities, people who are looking in, and then perhaps we can go back and have a bit of a treat. I've been speaking about that as well. It's the time of year we tend to treat ourselves, a mince pie, glass of wine maybe. Activity's always great for that, isn't it? Knowing you've done it, knowing you've done some activity, there's no harm in rewarding yourself that little bit. And I've said at this current time we perhaps indulge a little bit too much, but if you're working hard, if you're pushing on through it, then there's absolutely no reason why you can't keep doing that. You know, it's the best of both worlds. But yeah, so that's tonight, the City Slicker Solidarity session. Really looking forward to it. Planning to meet a friend, someone I've not seen for a few weeks, so that's all good. You know, you can see there the sun setting behind me along the River Trent. Absolutely amazing out. It's not cold again. Perfect conditions to get out and get some activity in, whether it's running or walking or cycling. But yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting a friend. You know, again, just to sort of do those things I normally do. Whilst I do this throughout the year, do you know, I'm starting to feel it's particularly important to stay connected, do you know, because of the season, because of Christmas coming up, do you know, because of the fact we don't get out much in the winter as much as we do this summer. And I think that's really important, isn't it? You know, it's really important to keep doing some of those things whilst we're missing a lot. Do you know, and we really are. We're missing all these parties. I know, for one, I'd have 2 or 3 in particular to go to, and then there's all the festive football and all the festive sport where I catch up with my friends. Do you know, and I'm missing out on those. So I'm going to make the most of these little opportunities to be part of a group. And that's all it is on a Tuesday. It's being part of a community, a group, like-minded people who enjoy similar things. I'll just show you behind me this side, look. The world famous City ground, preparing for another match, which I can't go to, but I'm not going to let it get to me too much. Being there tonight, I'd be really buzzing now if it was normally the case, but I'm buzzing for this one, you know. I'm looking forward to meeting my friend, getting out there and getting in that all-important activity. And that's what it's about, guys. It's so important to remember that when things aren't feeling fantastic, we have to make our own fun. We have to create our own sort of spirit and keep our activity keep our activity levels high. That's important, isn't it? It's just a case of keep pushing on, you know, come up with a few ideas here on how we can do it that little bit different, you know, in the next week or two. Got a few plans to sort of keep embracing the Christmas spirit. Look out for those as the week goes on, you know, and I promise to be here every day. It's something which is a big part of my day, DOdaily. So just that reality of what we're doing, you know, keep working hard, keep pushing on, keep looking forward to those treats, but keep working hard in the meantime. And it's so important, you know. Tomorrow we'll have the Wednesday workout. I'll be checking in for that. Of course, we're sort of ploughing our way through this challenge. You know, it's day 15 today of 25. So the guys taking part of that doing absolutely fantastic. Just show you the bridge there. It looks absolutely fantastic as well. Do you know, the guys doing that are doing brilliantly well, do you know. And again, it's just a way of sort of embracing the time of year, building up to that big day, do you know, taking the focus off what we can't have and being determined and committed to what we can have and what we can do. And that's important, isn't it? It keeps us all on the straight and narrow. Couple of ideas at the start there about getting out, do you know, really pulled me around last week, really put me in a good frame of mind when I realised I needed to make a little bit more better use of my time, do you know. Whilst I feel like I'm busy a lot of the time, do you know, there's ways we can manipulate it a little bit. Do you know, again, one of the positives of 2020 is how we work to much less conformity than we used to. Do you know, it's different, but it's not all bad. So if you keep pushing hard, if you keep going at it, do you know, it's really important. If you do have a treat, let us know. Of course, Thursday Thoughts is about, the throwback question this week is about what do you tend to eat at Christmas and not the rest of the year. So if you can answer that, that'll be great. Post in the comments any of the videos, any of the someone running there, any of the comments, any of the videos, any of the social media posts, sorry. And also if you've got a question to ask, anything, do you know, whether you're struggling, whether you're doing absolutely fantastic, what my thoughts are on New Year and things, and the coronavirus. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty again all of a sudden about tiers and whether we're going to be able to do all these things, but we can only go with the information we've got to hand. So for the time being, we've just got to plug on, you know, keep doing what we do, keep working hard, keep staying active, getting out there. You know, you all right? Yeah, someone I know. So it's good to see them out winning too. They're doing exactly what they should be. You know, it's what we can do, isn't it? You know, that's what it's about. It's about us. It's not about anybody else. It's about looking after ourselves, doing the things that work, that make us happy, that create a better time for us, and will create a better Christmas. So guys, if you can, join us 6:30, the solidarity session. Get those pictures posted up, get those yellow t-shirts on. You know, we'll share those across the story. If you tag us in, you'll catch them at the end of the video. You know, until tomorrow, when you might need a bit of midweek motivation, just doing it.